So what are we going to do now? We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to ask you, on top of the foundation, on top of that piece of foundation that you put of the first batch of 12, I want you to duplicate it one more time and do 12 again. Personally enroll 6 on the left, 6 on the right. You put 6 on the left first, 6 on the right. You're going to do it again. 6 persons on the left, 6 persons on the right. You're going to have a total of 24 personally sponsored people minimum that you're going to have in business. Okay? The same law of average numbers, the same averages are going to take place. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, if you had 12 and 3 to 4 quit, 3 to 4 incubate, 3 to 4 work, you're going to do 12 again, you're going to find 3 to 4 workers again. Okay? You're going to find 3 to 4 workers again. That means now, on top of the 3 to 4 that you personally enroll that are working, you will most likely have 3 to 4 more. So that means you have anywhere from 6 to 8 people that you have personally enrolled who are working. That's not including any of the duplication. We're only talking about your personally sponsored people, because remember, your team is now beginning to grow. So they're going to, because those 6 to 8 people who are working, they're beginning to put their own plans together. You're now working with them, helping them duplicate the process, and now you have a group that's beginning to grow. Well, what happens with this set of 24? It's very simple. When I look at what has taken place over the history of building this organization and duplicating with people throughout the organization who are following the system, who are counseling with the team, who are paying attention to what's going on, what I've found is these people who do this process, they find themselves at a rank in between Ruby to Emerald. Ruby, it's about $40,000 in group sales. Emerald, it's about $80,000 in group sales. You now have a $500,000 to $1 million a year business that's taking place. And what we have found there is that in between Ruby to Emerald, and I'm going to say rubies, the rubies on average, what I have seen, they can qualify with a fully qualified ruby, no guarantees of income, but on average, I've seen them earn in between $4,000 to about $8,000 for a fully qualified ruby. Okay, no guarantee, it could be less. In many cases, it can be more. But again, it depends on your structure and the balance of business that you put in your legs here, in your personally enrolled legs of business. Okay, and this leg simply means the duplication of people that you have from one level to the next. That's considered a leg of business. Okay. Emeralds, what we have found, again, no guarantees of income, but on the average, what we've seen here is in between 8 to as much as 15,000 for a fully qualified emerald who's qualifying month after month based on the volume qualification with the right balance. This is on average. I've seen them do less. I have seen them do a lot more. But I want to give you some type of gauge of what you can look at, and you get the counsel and you follow the plan. In order for you to make the type of income that you're looking to do, we can put a structure in place, and now it's time for us to go and execute that structure. And this plan will set you up to go from sapphire to ruby to potentially emerald based on what I'm showing you here today. That's putting the right structure and foundation in place.